Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Miscreated. In the last episode, we were pretty geared up. We were in the new city of Hayward Valley, and we were just kind of hanging out on our own. We had a few trucks and things. We had some vehicles. We were doing really well for ourselves. I forgot to record one of the sessions that we were doing just because I didn't think there was going to be a whole lot, but we decided to go back into the city and we found some pretty armored guys there and got into a firefight. And that wasn't really the smartest plan of action for us because we really didn't have that good of weapons at the time. So what had happened was that we got into this firefight. Those dudes killed us. And they took all of our gear, they took our cars, they took our trucks, they took everything from us. And it really sucks. It sucks really bad because we were really geared up. We had military gear, military equipment. We had some, good backpacks. We had some, of course, you can see what is it? AT-15, basically the AR-15. We had those types of weapons. I had a Winchester rifle that I was using for a little while that had a ton of ammo in it. We were locked and loaded and ready to go, but that's still, we felt secure. But in this kind of day and age and in these games, you really you can't feel secure. Even if you have a ton of ammo for something, you can't feel secure about a game like this. You just can't do it. It's just not something that you can just easily be secure about, because there's always going to be those dudes that are better than you. Just all the time, they're going to be better than you. In this server that we're playing on, which is the server that we have been playing on since the beginning of Miscreated, it is all day. There's never a night in this server, and I think what I might do is I might play a standalone server where it has day and night cycles, and it has more random weather because it's mostly sunny all the time, which for the viewer I guess can be annoying because there are those random weather spikes. There's tornadoes in this game too that affect everything, and there's a whole bunch of stuff that can affect everything about this game. And this is live commentary, by the way, so if somebody comes up and tries to talk to us, we're going to need to talk to them, guaranteed. Or if one of my buds decides they want to do it. Oh, is it because I have brown gloves on at the moment? Let's go ahead and throw those off, and let's wear these green ones, just because I feel as though these green ones are going to be good looking for military equipment later. But I'm going to keep my pistol out just because the airfield is a very dangerous place to be. I need food bad, and there's not really a whole bunch of anything in these airfields. There's not a lot of people. I think it said there was 7 people on the server right now, so there's not a lot of people in the server at the moment, but that still does not mean we won't come across some guy. I was talking Spanish to one of the people that I was talking to earlier. I was really actually surprised because I didn't think I was going to be able to speak that fluent of Spanish, but I got him to kind of understand what I was telling him. Kind of, all the time I would, yell "Senor" and stuff like that if I needed him to come here, and then I would just click my flashlight at things that I wanted him to see or wanted him to take. I gave him a shotgun too with I think it was a good amount of ammo in it. I don't think there's much here. I'm gonna check maybe a house or 2 more, and if there's nothing in here, I gotta dip out before somebody gets into this. But the dude, as you can see out there on the top right, I don't know if it's gonna come up on the video or not, but the dude that we were playing with, his name is Bonzo, the other guy that was playing with us during Miscreated. We're now friends on Steam, so we'll do things, of course, later on, probably mostly with Miscreated. Could do some Rocket League because he does own that game as well. But I'm going to check up here and see if I can find some useful things. There's probably not going to be a whole lot since I did rate this earlier before leaving the server, and I know I missed one of those rooms. I'm going to go back to it once I search these other 2. What is this? Sunglasses, of course, nothing too fancy. What are this? Steel-toed, I already own a pair of steel-toed boots, so I don't need to get the other one. What does that say? Sick condition? No, protection high. That's actually good. But he found the Spanish guy that I was talking to found my 9mm pistol, or what is this? The HK? Yeah, the HK-45. So he found this for me, which is awesome because it's gonna help me to at least defend myself a little bit. And then, do I have an axe as well? No, I don't exactly know what happened to my axe because I had one. I don't exactly remember if I dropped it for a gun or not. I think I dropped... I know exactly what happened. I dropped it thinking that I was going to be able to get something. Why can I not carry that? Am I full? I'm fucking full. I mean, we don't need the fucking 9mm pistol because we have a different pistol. I'm going to drink that automatically, and I think since I have that, I'm going to pick up that pistol because it does have a round in it. And if it comes down to it, I may have to shoot one more time. So I'm going to keep out my pistol. That was the only little bit of shit that we could get from there. So I have 70s, so this is going to be a good time to leave the airfield. I need to get to the nearest city. And I will probably be stopping these videos in 15-minute intervals, kind of. I wish I could frickin' figure out those dudes that killed us last time. Oh, it was so annoying. Because I got into that firefight. He didn't really know that I was there because he killed Bonzo, which was terrible. If you guys hear the name Nate, that's Bonzo, by the way. His Steam name is Bonzo, but we call him by Nate as well because that's his actual name. But it was so bad. It was the worst thing in the world that these guys... that we didn't even know. I mean, they just randomly started firing at Bonzo, and I watched as Bonzo died. You know, I was coming up into town as they died. You know, as he died, and it was really terrible. But at the same time, you can't really say that it was really his fault because of the fact... Come on. When you see a guy that's that armed... you have to shoot first, ask questions later, unless you're going to diplomatically talk to the guy, which really in this kind of game can't really happen. You got to shoot first. I can't believe it happened to him, and I can't believe that I got into that firefight after that, because that was really annoying that I got into that firefight, because at first he didn't see me. I was hiding behind a bus. He didn't see me, but I shot the wrong gun. At first, I shot a frickin' shotgun long range at him, and I felt so stupid that I did that. I should have kept my shotgun out, though, because I knew he was going to try to approach me. But hopefully leaving the airfield isn't a dumb idea. I don't think it will be, because of the fact that there's a town, I think it's Pinecrest, that if we keep going down this main road, we'll make it to there. And Pinecrest has a lot of food. That's a good starting out food city to go to. And then Brightmoor and Hayward Valley are good. Like, get weapons, get bags, get good shit. Kind of build yourself up that way. But this is kind of going to be... This is going to be more like the multiplayer, like me, Greg, which is also rated GT, by the way, and then Bonzo, which is Nate. That's where we're going to play. We're going to play on this server, and I am probably going to play independently on my own server. So that way you guys can see that as it goes. So I'm going to follow the main road to Pinecrest, because I think instead of turning down to Pinecrest, I actually just kept walking forward, and that's how I got to the airfield, which is good. I mean, oh god, I shift-tabbed instead of just shifting and running. There we go. Sorry about that. But it's just, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe that we got into that firefight, and I couldn't believe that we got killed. You know, because I've never been killed in this game before besides that point. He shot me dead with an AT-15, the gun that I have right on my back. He shot me with, and he just sprayed and prayed, basically. He didn't really aim that much. He just sprayed and prayed. And I mean, if we get this gun out and we go into our first person, not F2, F1, and then we press tab and we aim. It's a pretty decent aim, for a gun like this. Basically what we're going to do is we're going to be able to find more bullets and better equipment over in my oh, that sucks. Over in my Hayward Valley, where we get to the police station. That's going to be where a lot more bullets are. But it's just like, I couldn't believe that we got into that firefight. because that was the first time I've ever encountered somebody that actually had a gun and willing to shoot me back. Usually I would find pretty nice guys. I found a dude over at the airfield who I was talking to. He was a really cool guy. He was really kind of nothing to fuck with, though, because he had a good amount of equipment. He was basically going over to the airfield to see what he could find. But he was stocked up, and I literally thought for a second that I was about to die. I thought he was going to shoot me. I thought he was going to shoot me dead right there. But the reason that I'm running right now is because of the fact that I don't have a lot of water or food. I mean, I have 60%, so I have enough to where I can sprint and still get to a place that gives me food. So hopefully I can do that. So Pinecrest, if we turn right, we'll go to Pinecrest. If we keep going straight, we'll go to Sultan. I'm going to head over to Pinecrest because there's usually a lot of people in Pinecrest, but they're usually pretty friendly unless you've run into the bandits, which if we do, we have some bullets and we have some extras. We have 9 and then we have 7 more. So we have a good amount of bullets for this gun. So if we get into a firefight, people may think, oh, well, he has guns, but he's probably not armed. That's where you're wrong, bucko. You need to think about it, because when we were rolling last time, we were armed. We had the party bus. We had a military truck. We had a smaller truck. We were doing really well for ourselves. But then it kind of just went downhill from there. I couldn't really believe it. But thanks for showing your guys' support on the channel, by the way, with all the views that I'm getting. I'm loving the fact that you guys are loving videos and want to continue seeing more. The Cold War video actually is the second most watched video on my channel as of right now, and I want to know, of course, like, I'm guessing by the amount of views that it's getting, that I'm guessing you guys want to see more of that. So I will be putting that up. But Miscreated is going to be a game that I'm going to put up kind of just for fun. It's a fun little game that I like to record and play, and it's actually really fun to immerse yourself into the reality of a post-apocalyptic world. It's great. And just the fact that I think what I'm also going to do is I'm going to download the Long Dark, and I'm also going to try to buy Daisy. Daisy, I know the fan base in Daisy is a lot more hardcore, a lot harder, and really just it's borderline like realistic. But that's going to be awesome to do. I mean, it's just going to be great, and I think that that's probably going to get a lot more support. Of course, Miscreated is going to get a decent amount of support too, but this is kind of like the front runner to Daisy. This is kind of like my training to go to Daisy. Oh, I think we're entering Pinecrest. Yes, that's the gas station that I first ever met Greg at in this game. We met up in this game right there in that gas station, which actually might have a little bit of food in it. Sorry for the lag. The ping in this server is a little high. I don't like the fact that it's so high, and that's why I'm thinking about switching servers. Of course, by switching servers, I'm going to have to start from scratch. Let me know if you guys want to see that. Like, if you want to see me start from scratch, or if you want to see me gear up a little bit, like, after I'm geared up a little bit. Like, if you want to see me start the series after I'm a little bit geared, but not, like, too big. So I'm going to end the first episode here, and in the next episode, we will go into this gas station and find some food. So until then, I will see you guys later. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see the rest of this series go on. Until then, take care.